All right, we've got a lot of stuff to try out. What we're going to look at today is the DJI Inspire 2 with the X7 ZenMuse camera. And we're going to shoot some 6K raw footage, which that's pretty cool. 6K in the air. So I know this drone has been out for actually for a few years, but I just got it just now. So this is actually for a job where they want 6K raw footage. So to get that up in the air, there's not too many options. So I'm pretty excited to try this out. We'll get this thing up in the air and we'll take a look, see how it performs, and see what kind of cool stuff we can get. Pretty cool functional case, definitely for around here. You know, we just took a little drive, a little off-roading in the Jeep, and so it's not so bad, but I don't think I'd want to use this case if I'm traveling by plane. I don't think it's a good idea to put this thing in the underside of a plane, because although it seems pretty sturdy, yeah, it's still made out of foam and not hard plastic like a good Nanook or a Pelican case. These batteries, it runs on a dual battery system, which is very cool. A little bit of redundancy, which is always nice when you're flying a very expensive machine. And it's a really good idea to pair your batteries together. So that I've got these labeled as letter C, so that these two batteries will always be on the drone at the same time and will charge at the same time. This is the best way to prolong the life of your batteries and your drone. Very cool controller. Comes with two forms of antennas. This guy here, which I believe is for getting a much better 1080 video signal, but it's very directional. And we've got some trees and stuff that we're going to be flying around today. I'm going to use these omnidirectional rabbit ears, basically. Using the Crystal Sky monitor by DJI. It's the reason I'm using this is because the screen is bright enough to see in full daylight without the need for a hood and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty nice, pretty easy to see out there. I've been using this with my Mavic 2 for a while and I really like it. One of the downsides to this, I guess, is that it's based on the Android operating system, not the Mac OS, and I think the Apple iOS app works a bit better and gives you a little bit more stuff, but being able to see your screen is pretty important. This card back here is an SSD that DJI makes specifically for this. We've got a 960 gig card. It's like $2,000 or something like that. And when we shoot in the RAW, we're only going to get maybe half an hour of content, video on this SSD, which is just crazy. But we also have an SD card that we can put up here, and we can record simultaneously. So while this is going to be recording 6K raw, we're going to be recording 4K up here on the SD card, which it's very cool. Very cool that we can do this. Wow, that was a lot of fun, and I have to say a little scary flying this very expensive piece of equipment around. It's not often you get a big, expensive camera that you send away from you in the air. and then you hope it comes back. So it's not just hoping, it came back, everything was fine, but certainly this is much larger, a much different flight than my Mavic 2 Zoom, which I've been using for the last few years. But the images that you get from this X7 camera, we're shooting 6K RAW, shooting Cinema DNG and ProRes RAW. Like, wow, what a difference. I love my Mavic 2. My Mavic 2 takes great footage, but I think it's about 100 megabits per second with the images, where we're shooting RAW with this. Plus we can change lenses. Right now I've got the 16 mil on there, but we also have the 24, and I've been using these Polar Pro cinema filters, ND filters, and wow. So guys, that is my review for this beast. Thank you very much for watching, and we will see you next time.